global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Ibas, the Vice Admiral retired, who is currently the sole administrator of Rivers State, has started having a test of his own antagonism, and this time around it revolves over the issue of appointing possible heads of the 23 local government area. There had been grapevines that he's intending to do that, but then you get to hear the position of the court in respect to his appointing of LG heads. And according to the news, the Federal High Court sitting in Port Harcourt has issued an interim order restraining the sole administrator of Rivers State, Rear Admiral Ibas, retired, from appointing administrators or officials by any designation to oversee the 23 local government area of the state. The ruling, delivered by Justice Adamu Toraki Mohammed in suit number FHC/PH/CS/46/2025, followed an ex parte motion filed on March 28, 2025 by the PILEX Center for Civic Education Initiative, led by civic advocate Courage Sirimufu. According to the court, the applicant sought an order of interim injunction restraining the respondent or his agent from appointing the sole administrator or whatever name called for the 23 LGAs, along with other appropriate reliefs deemed necessary by the court. Justice Mohammed ruled that sufficient grounds has been presented to justify the relief sought, and subsequently fixed April 14, 2025 for the substantive hearing of the matter. The development marks another twist in the prolonged tussle over the control of the state local government structure, a battle rooted in the fallout between Governor Similare Fubara and his predecessor, Nyesom Wike. Can be recalled that following the expiration of the tenure of elected local government chairman loyal to Nyesom Wike, Governor Similare Fubara dissolved the council and appointed caretaker committees. The Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission (RISEC) subsequently announced fresh local government election for October 5, 2024. The Wike-aligned faction of the All Progressive Congress (APC), led by Chief Tony Ani, challenged the process in court even as the commission proceeded with the polls. On February 28, 2025, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of the APC faction, effectively nullifying the newly elected chairman. Following the ruling, Governor Similare Fubara directed heads of local government administration to take charge in an acting capacity. Following the declaration of a state of emergency in the state, occasioned by appointment of Rear Admiral Ibas as sole administrator, there were rumors of possible appointment of administrators to run the council. The move was seen by the camp of Fubara as unconstitutional and likely to entrench Wike's loyalists in key local positions. This is getting interesting, which means that the rumor possibly may have been true, and to prevent that sudden hijack of the local government structure, they had to move in immediately to prevent such from happening. My colleague is in the house, and we just want to talk about this. The court has barred the Rivers sole administrator from appointing LGA heads, or whatever name they are going to be called. Do you think that this is a way of putting a start for him to implement what, in quote, most people believe was delivering back the structure to Wike? Do you think it borders on that, or it's just a way of trying to put him around his legal boundaries as he spent the next 6 months in Rivers State?
To start with, there have been a lot of castigation on the fact that he ought not to even be there at the first instance, judging the fact that we have a constitution and the interpretation was not properly done. That aside, the fact that he is thinking of appointing or assuming, not consenting that the fact that he wants to appoint 23 local government heads, what's wrong with the ones he's running with? Have they been indicted? They have not been indicted. When he asks for documents, they give it to him. It's something that he shouldn't even be thinking about when he's not even an elected president. They said 6 months. Before you blink your eyes, voila, it's 6 months. So why is he over restructuring the whole system as if he has come to stay for 4 years? Now, there have been this rumor, though not founded, has not been confirmed. Some person said that Wike is coming over the weekend. Wike came over to River State, and subsequently we saw videos where he played table tennis, had some private meetings with Piggy, Senator Barry and Piggy. But some persons are saying that actually he came in late in the night on Sunday evening, and we drove quietly to see to the government house. Whatever they discussed, no one knows, but it is yet to be confirmed. Something that I've been talking around the corner. But whatever the case is, I believe very strongly that this court interim injunction will at least, let's hope, because Fubara did it, they say it is not unconstitutional. He did that, they say it's not constitutional. That caretaker committee is not allowed in a local government area. He now finally conducted an election. They said no, it's not properly conducted. Everything Fubara did, even within the constitution, they said it was not right. It was not properly done. There was no 6 months notice given. There was no 3 months notice given. Now, but somebody here is running a state without a budget, and even when he wants to present, this is not proper to present. You now begin to wonder, then where did Fubara get it wrong? Now, people are almost getting comfortable with someone running the show without budget. And now he's trying to present budget. They say to who? You are not even allowed to. So what is he even running with? And this is the same state that Fubara presented. They said it's not allowed. The process is not. Now somebody wants to now come in, allegedly so, want to now bring it to the three LGA heads. You now ask yourself a question: what is wrong with what Fubara have brought? Can't you run with it since you are coming only to amend? You are only coming to mediate. Mediation have turned to rulership. Let's tell ourselves the truth. So I feel that the interim injunction, the court case will really help. But the question is, would he obey? Because we are used these days. If there's one thing to give interim injunction, it's another thing for another person to obey it.
Now, one of the issues of concern is the fact that he was sent in there to restore peace in River State. He's going overboard somehow.
The question ourselves is there even quarrel?
You understand? So right now, all these twists, do you think that is going to affect his administration? Because from all indication, it seems as though he's coming in to settle down and run the show of River State by kind of doing the things that Supreme Court say he should do. Do you think he has the right to start doing those things? That
is
was
an elected governor that he will be doing the things that Supreme Court said. Who Supreme Court told him to do anything? Was there any Supreme Court order on him? Did he go to court and they told him a sole administrator does say the court do this? There was no such thing. It was whatever it is was actually to Fubara, the elected person. He was just somebody they brought in. So okay, mediate. But the way he's like somebody Chisom said. He said the way his body language is doing, it's as if they gave him instruction, don't worry, you stay there for the next 4 years. So when you come in, just start immediately, occupy, take charge. So they will know that you are the one in charge. You know now, you know what to do. And he says, yes, boss, I know exactly what to do. That's how he's not even behaving as somebody wants to stay. So even I heard that there's also First Lady office. They tell you that this is what 6 months. Like this 6 months is a long 6 months. And he's gradually trying to take over everywhere. But like you rightly said, and I feel that the interim court injunction will help. And let's hope that he would obey it. Because he may just pretend as if he didn't see it.
All right, that's where we're going to leave it. Let's meet in our comment section and talk more on this. What's your standpoint on this move against Ibas administration? Let's interact in our comment section.